Welcome to another video, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you my favorite build for Xiangling, and in my opinion one of the best builds that you can do with her. There are multiple builds you could do. I will be bringing more up in my YouTube channel in the future, so if you want to see more of those, definitely subscribe. And if you do enjoy this video at the end, drop a like if you wouldn't mind. So we're in the substats here, and you're going to notice right off the bat that I have a 34% crit rate. There's a reason behind that. With the team that I'm using, I have 2 cryo characters, so I do get that little bit of a bump to where I have around 60% crit rate. So that is why that's like that. You really do want to aim for a 1-to-2 ratio here. So say I had 50% here, you want 100% right here. You want to get to that kind of area, and then you're going to also want to make sure you get energy recharge as well. That's a really important substat on this character. For weapons, there's actually a good amount of options that you could use for her. Now what I'm going to tell you should do is kind of fill in that spot where I showed you in the substats that you're missing. Say you're missing some energy recharge, maybe use the Favonius Lance. You need some crit rate, use the deathmatch, or some crit damage, use the Black Cliff Pull. Whatever you got, I'm going to put all of them on the screen. These are all the good options that I found, and even if you don't have any of the purple 4-star options or the 5-star options, there is the white tassel that you could pick up for a cheap price. Usually you find it inside of like a chest or something like that. You probably already got one, so if you don't have anything else, that's also a great weapon that you could use. So now let's jump into the artifact set. What you got here is the Crimson Witch of Flames set. So what the 2-piece set does, it just gives you an additional 15% bonus pyro damage, which is great because Xiangling loves that. The 4-piece set increases overload and burning damage by 40%, increases vaporize and melt damage by 15%. Using elemental skill increases the 2-piece set bonus by 50% of its starting value for 10 seconds, max 3 stacks. So as you can tell, that is a really strong set, and there's a reason that I have this one on. It says another one, and I'm going to show you why. You're going to want a character that can vaporize or melt as your main DPS or another support in your team, because it's going to make a humongous difference on damage. It's mainly what you want to do with her is just vaporize and melt because of her ultimate. So that's kind of what we're going for here. So for the substats over here, what you're going to want is crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge, and then elemental mastery. Those are going to be your top 4 important substats that you can get, the best ones that you can get. But there are also other good options, like attack percent isn't too bad. You just really don't want defense or anything like that. Again, try to get your 1-to-2 ratio with your crit rate, crit damage, and also try to get a lot of energy recharge. So over at the timepiece, we're going to want to go with something like attack percent here with again those good crit rate, crit damage substats with elemental mastery or energy recharge, one of the two. You could also use energy recharge here or something like that. Just depends on what you need. If you need more energy recharge to get your ultimate off, I would recommend going with something like that then. But if you don't and you just want to get overall higher damage numbers, then go with attack percent here. It'll be your best option. For the cup, it's obviously going to be a pyro damage cup, not much more to say about that. And then for the hat, you want to crit damage on it or crit rate, whatever you don't have enough of to get that 1-to-2 ratio. You're pretty much just going to want to fill in the blank. I have crit damage here, even though I kind of need crit rate, but not really. But just fill in whatever you want. Again, just get those good 4 substats. Very important there. For constellations, I gotta say that if you don't have constellations on her, she's still really good. You do not need constellations on her at all. But if you do have constellations, she's gonna be a god. And if you're asking me if it's worth getting her constellations, yeah, I would say it is pretty worth it if you're planning on using this character a lot, because of the fact that this one right here and this one right here are really important to her. Just makes her super overpowered. Pyronado duration is increased by 40%, so it isn't too bad. You don't need them though, so if you don't really plan on using this character that much and you're just playing around with builds, I wouldn't recommend going for them. But if you plan on using this a lot, they're definitely worth it, and you're not going to be wasting your time with it. So for your talents, I wouldn't recommend upgrading your normal attacks because it's not going to be necessary for what we're doing with this character. Go ahead and upgrade your ultimate first. This is going to be the best asset to you. Then after that, go ahead and upgrade your E, and then just kind of keep upgrading them. Mine aren't maxed out. I'm going to kind of show you what it's all about here in a minute. I'm going to attack some stuff and whatnot, and as you can see, mine is far from maxed out. It's only level 70 out of 80, level 9 talents, so it's not too crazy, but you're going to see the massive damage this character is able to put out. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you guys right here.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Kamisato art! Selencer! Whirling shaft! Shimmer! You're toast! At the frying pan, into the fire! Take flight!
So I hope you guys like what you see here. If you did enjoy this video and did find it helpful in any way, I would love it if you guys would drop a like on it, but only if you found it helpful. That's how I can tell if you guys are actually liking the videos or whatever. Till next time, guys, peace.